We begin now at the top of Daf Chav Ches Amud Aleph in Maseches Brachos. This is Berachos Daf 28a. The Gemara is continuing the story about appointing Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria as the Nasi in place of Rabban Gamliel after Rabban Gamliel and Rabbi Yoshua got into an argument. The argument between Rabban Gamliel and Rabbi Yoshua was about whether or not the davening of Ma'ariv is a Reshus or a Chova. Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria goes to his wife to ask whether he should take the position, and she says, Dilma ma'avrin lach. Well, maybe they're going to pass you up for the job. They're going to give you the job, and then they'll give it to somebody else. Amar lo, so he said to her, L'shtamish inish yom echada bekasa demokra, v'lamachar litvar. Let somebody one day use the expensive cup, the fancy glass cup, and the next day it will break. Amar le, she said to him, Les lachivarta, you don't have a white beard. Hahu yoma bar tamne sari shani havi. That day he was 18 years old. Israchesh le nisan, a miracle happened. Va'hadru le tamne sari dari chivarta. He got 18 white hairs. Hainu dekamer Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria, and that's what Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria said when he said in the famous Mishnah, Hareani keven shivim shana. He said, I am as if I am 70 years old. Velo ben shivim shana. He doesn't say he was 70 years old. He is as if he is 70 years old because he looked as though he was older. So in the end, he took the job. Tana, they learned in a brisa. Oso hayom, on that day, salku l'shomer haPesach. They removed the guard at the door. V'nitnu lahem reshus l'talmidim likonis. Permission was granted to all the talmidim to enter. Shahayir Rabban Gamliel machriz v'omer, because Rabban Gamliel would announce and say, Kol talmid she'en tochu kaboro. Any student whose inside is not like his outside, meaning he's not pure. Lo yikonis lebeis hamedrash. He cannot enter the beis hamedrash. But Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria said anybody can enter. Hahu yoma itosvu kama safsali. That day, many benches were added to the beis medrash. Rabbi Yochanan says, Pligi ba Abba Yosef ben Dustay v'Rabbanan. There's an argument regarding this matter between Abba Yosef ben Dustay and the Rabbanan. Chad Amar itosvu arba mea safsali. One says 400 benches were added. V'chad Amar, and one says sheva mea safsali, that 700 benches were added. So Rabban Gamliel, he was becoming depressed over this point. Amar, he said, Dilma chas v'sholem manati Torah mi-Yisrael. Maybe chas v'sholem, I held back Torah from Klal Yisrael because I was so restrictive in terms of who was allowed into the beis medrash. Achzu lei bechelme. So they showed him in his dream, chatzvei chivrei demalian kitma. So they showed him in his dream that there were they showed him like barrels that were filled with ashes. Rashi here explains what's the symbolism. Kilomar af elu einam ru'uyim, meaning the students that have come in, they're not really fit. So the Gemara now says on that dream, velohi, but that dream was not really accurate. Hahili yisuvei daitahu da'achzule. Really, that dream only came to him in order to make him feel better. But in reality, Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria was correct in allowing the many talmidim in. Tana was learned in a brisa. Edyus bo bayom nishnis. Edyus was taught, the Maseches Edyus was taught on that day. V'chol heicha daminan bo bayom, and anytime it says the phrase bo bayom on that day, hahu yom hav, it was that day. V'lo haisa halacha shaisa taliya beveis hamedrash shelo pershua. There was no halacha that was left hanging in the beis medrash that was not explained. V'avram Gamliel lo mana atzmo mibeis hamedrash, and even Gamliel did not refrain himself from the beis medrash. Afilu shah achas. Even during this period, he was always in the beis medrash. The Tanan, like we learned in the Mishnah, Bo Bayom, on that day, Bo Yehuda ger Ammoni lefneim beveis hamedrash. Yehuda, who was a ger Ammoni, came to them in the beis medrash. Amar lahem, and he said to them, Ma'ani lavo bakal. Am I allowed to marry into the congregation as an Ammoni? Amar le Rabban Gamliel, Asarato lavo bakal. Rabban Gamliel said it's forbidden. Amar le Rabbi Yoshua, Mutarato lavo bakal. Rabbi Yoshua said it is permitted. Amar le Rabban Gamliel, Valo kvar nemar lo yavo Ammoni u'moavi bekal Hashem. Doesn't it say an Ammoni cannot come bekal Hashem? Can't come in the congregation of Hashem. Amar le Rabbi Yoshua. Rabbi Yoshua said, "V'chi Ammon u'Moav b'mekom hein yoshvin." But Ammon and Moav, they're no longer in their proper places. Kvar ola Sancheriv melech Asher vilvel eskola ha'umos. Already Sancheriv, the king of Asher, came. He mixed up all the nations. There is really no pure Ammon and pure Moav. Shenemar, like it says, v'asir gvulo samim v'asidoseim shoseisi v'orid kaber yoshvim. Basically, I'm undoing the boundaries of nations, and I'm going to, as one, I'm going to uproot them all. V'chol de parish meruba parish, and we can assume that all that's separated from the rove. We don't have to assume that this person is from Ammon. Amar lo Rabban Gamliel said to him, "V'alo kvar nemar ve'acharechein oshiv es shvus b'nei Ammon num Hashem." Pasuk also says, "I'm going to return the people of Ammon." V'chvar shavu, so haven't they already returned? Amar lo Rabbi Yeshua says, "V'alo kvar nemar," but doesn't it say, "V'shavti es shvus Am Yisrael," I'm going to return my nation of Israel, v'adayin lo shuv, when they've not yet returned. So you see that just because it says I'm going to return them doesn't mean they've returned. Miyad hitiru lavu bakal. So immediately they decided to paskin like Rabbi Yeshua and allow this ger Ammoni to enter the kal. Rabban Gamliel says, "Ho, since this is the case, Ezel v'faisei Rabbi Yeshua, let me go and at least appease Rabbi Yeshua." Kimat levese, when he went to his house, Chazinu la'ashisa devese b'shachron, he saw the walls of the house were black. Amar lei said to me, "Kosle beisach ato nikar shapach me'ata." I see from the walls of your house that you're a blacksmith. Amar Lei said, "Oy lo ledor shata parnasa." Woe is to the generation that you are the one that's the leader. She'iyata yodea b'tzaron shel talmidei chachamim, that you don't know the pain of talmidei chachamim b'mehem misparnasim u'v'mehem nizonim, how they make their parnasa, how they sustain themselves. He's saying essentially, he's told Rabban Gamliel, you're out of touch with the lives of the people. Amar Lo, he said to him, "Na'nesi lach macholi." He said, "Please, I agree with you, and please forgive me." Lo ashkach be, he didn't pay attention to him, he didn't forgive him. Asa b'shvil kvod abba, so he said, "Do it because of the kavod of my father." So pious. So for that he was mefayis. He forgave him. Amru, so they said, "Man nezel v'lei malul Rabbanon." Who's going to go and tell the Rabbanon that we've made up? Amar lahu hahu koves ano azilna. So there was a certain washer of clothing who said, "I will go." Shalach lu Rabbi Yoshua levei midrasha. So Rabbi Yoshua sent to the base medrash, "Man de lavish mada yilbesh mada," the following message: "Man de lavish mada yilbesh mada, u'man de lo lavish mada yemer le man de lavish mada, shlach madcha v'ano al b'shei." So he says, the one that is used to wearing the linen, the proper clothing, he should wear it, and the one who's not used to should tell the one who's used to that he should throw it off, and I'm going to wear it, meaning Rabban Gamliel should be placed back into his position. Amar lu Rabbi Akiva l'Rabbanon, troku gali de lo leisu avdi de Rabban Gamliel v'letzaru l'Rabbanon. So he said, lock the doors so that the servants of Rabban Gamliel shouldn't come and be mitzar the Rabbanon. So Amar Rabbi Yoshua said, "Mutav de ekem ve'ezal anolagabayu." So he said, maybe it's better that I personally should go. We shouldn't send somebody else. Asa taraf abava. So he went and he knocked on the door. Amar Lei said, "Maza ben maza yaza." The one who sprinkles, the son of the one who sprinkles, should continue to sprinkle. V'she'eno lo maza v'lo ben maza yomer lo maza ben maza miyamecha meimecha meima'arav afrecha ephramakla. The one who is never accustomed to sprinkling, he should tell the one who was that your water is no good and that your afer that you use for the paraduma, it's ephramakla, it's no good for paraduma. So Amar Lei Rabbi Akiva. So Rabbi Akiva said, Rabbi Yoshua Nispayas, Rabbi Yoshua, you've been appeased. Klum asinu ela b'shvil. So he says, Klum asinu ela b'shvil kevodcha. We only did it for your own honor. So lemachar ani va'ata nashkim lepischo. So he said, tomorrow you and I will go to his door and we will try to have him go back to his original position. Amri hechi navid. But they said, well, how should we do this exactly? Niavre, if we're going to take Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria's position away, Gemiri was taught Malin v'Kodesh ve'en Moridin. We go up in Kedusha, we don't go down. So it's not appropriate that Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria should lose his position over this. Nidrish mar chadash absa, umar chadash absa. Now, if we're going to switch off, he'll take 1 week, he'll take 1 week. Asi l'kanuya, there's going to be jealousy. Rather let Rabban Gamliel darshan for 3 Shabbos. Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria chadash absa. And Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria out of each month will get 1. So we'll switch off. 3 for Rabban Gamliel, 1 for Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria, v'hainu damar mar, and that's what the master said. Shabbos shall be haisa, shall Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria haisa. They said, whose Shabbos was it? It was Rabbi Elazar ben Azaria. That's a reference to this alternating. V'yoso Talmud, and who was that Talmud who asked whether we hold Ma'ariv as a Reshus or Ma'ariv as a Chova? Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai have it was Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai. The Gemara now continues at the 2 dots, V'shel Musafin Kalayom. So it said that a person has all day to daven Musaf, and of course we saw Rabbi Yehuda's opinion only have until 7 hours into the day. Rabbi Yochanan says, V'nikra Posheya. One who waits the whole day, doesn't do it early, is considered a Posheya, he's considered negligent. Tanu Rabban, we learned in a Brisa, so this is the same Brisa we quoted earlier. Hayu Lefan of Shtei Tfilos, if a person has in front of him 2 davenings, Achas Shel Mincha v'Achas Shel Musaf, he still has to daven both Mincha and Musaf. Misbalol Shel Mincha v'Achar Kach Shel Musaf, he should daven daven mincha first and then musaf. Shazu tadira v'zu eina tadira, because mincha is regular, it happens frequently, and musaf is not as frequent. So the rule is tadir v'sheino tadir kodem. Rabbi Yehuda says mispal shel musaf v'achar kach mispal shel mincha. The person should daven musaf and then he should daven mincha. Shazu mitzvah overis v'zu mitzvah she'eino overis. Because musaf is a mitzvah that is overis. It has a set time. It's going to run out earlier than mincha, which has basically have the whole day to do mincha. So this is Rabbi Yehuda l'shitaso that musaf ends 7 hours into the day. So Amar Rabbi Yochanan says halacha mispal shel mincha ve'achar kach mispal shel musaf. The halacha is not like Rabbi Yehuda. The halacha is like the Tana Kama, first daven mincha and then daven musaf. Rabbi Zera ki'avecholish migirsei. Rabbi Zera, when he was weak from his learning, have azal v'yasav apischa devei Rabbi Nasan bar Tuvi. He used to go and sit at the doorway of Rabbi Nasan bar Tuvi. And Amar, he said, Ki chalvi Rabban ekom mikamayu. When the rabbis walk by, I'll stand up for them. Ve'kabeligur, and that way I'll get schar. So in other words, I'm too weak to learn right now. At least I should get schar for showing kavod to the Rabbanan. Nafik asa Rabbi Nasan bar Tuvi. So came out Rabbi Nasan bar Tuvi. Amar lei said, Man Amar halacha be midrasha. So he said, who said a halacha today in the base medrash? Amar lei said to him, Hachi Amar Rabbi Yochanan. The following is what Rabbi Yochanan said. Ein halacha Rabbi Yehuda da Amar mispal adam shel musaf v'achar kach mispal shel mincha. That the halacha does not follow Rabbi Yehuda, who says a person should first daven musaf then mincha. Amar lei Rabbi Yochanan Amra. He said to him, Rabbi Yochanan is the one that said this. Amar lei in. He said yes. So Tana minei arboin zimnin. He learned it from him 40 times. He has to repeat it. Amar lei said chada hilach or chadas hilach. So he wanted to know, is this something that you've never heard anything in the name of Rabbi Yochanan before, or did you think someone else said it and that's why you wanted to learn it over and over again because it was a chiddush to you, it was chadas, it was new to you that this was really Rabbi Yochanan. So Amar Lei said to him, Chadasi, it's new to me, Mishum de Masafka li Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi, because I was in doubt. I had thought that Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi said this. When I found out Rabbi Yochanan said it, I wanted to relearn it and review it 40 times because that was a chiddush. Amar Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi says, "Kol mispal tefillah shel musaf and lachar sheva shos." Anyone who davens musaf after 7 hours, Rabbi Yehuda, according to the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda, all of akasav omer nogi mimoed asafti mimcha hayu. So the idea of this pasuk is that nogi mimoed, those people from the appointed time when they are late. So you've missed your moed, you've missed your proper time. So my mashma dahai nugi lishna de tavrahu. The Gemara now says, what does the lashon over here nugi mean? It means it's broken because of the fact that the moed, that's the zman for tefillah, was passed up. You are broken and you are asuf mecholam. Asafti mimcha means you're going to be finished. You're going to be, so to speak, destroyed. Kinemetargim Rav Yosef. This is as Rav Yosef translated. Tavra asi al sonein the Beis Yisrael al dichru zimnei moadaya de Yerushalayim. The breakage should happen to the enemies of Klal Yisrael who delay the zmanim of the Moadim in Yerushalayim. A similar statement now the Gemara quotes. Amar Rav Elazar says, "Kol mispal tefillah shel shachars." Anyone who davens the morning tefillah la'achar arbashos Rabbi Yehuda after 4 hours into the day, according to Rabbi Yehuda, all of akasav omer. About him, the pasuk says, "Nugi mimoed asafti mchahayu." The same pasuk. My mashma dahai nugi lishna de tzarahu. Here the Gemara says, what is the mashmos of this pasuk? The lashon of nugi is tzara, pain. It causes pain. Dechsiv, as it says, dol fanavshi mituga. That from pain my soul drips from this pain. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak Rav Mehacha. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak has a different source. Besulosan nugos v'hi mar lo. It's the besulos are in pain and it is bitter for it. So again, using the same basic pasuk to say that one should not delay these manim of tefillah.